my furnace,
Yep.
they did a test.
Yep.
Do you remember the name of the test they did?
No, I don't.
But they checked for CO, which is
Right.
carbon monoxide. Friends, this is the gas that is odorless. No one knows it's there. The only thing happens is no one answers the phone anymore. No one opens the door anymore. Next thing you know, that everybody's talking about, did you hear about Minister Holmes and his family? They did a test. You guys told me that before you did the test, you said 800 ppms or something like that was the allowable amount.
Right.
My number was 2,350. That's the amount of carbon that
Right.
was going in my house, as
Right.
opposed to 800, which was all right.
Right.
2,350.
Right. Now, what happened was because of buildup.
Well, I have to shake your hand first.
Oh, thank you.
I want to thank God for keeping us with those conditions. And then I want to thank you for diagnosing it, and then we got those things taken care of. We had to. But what you don't know about your house can harm you. That's why I say to everyone listening, get in touch with us so we can get to your house and find out what you're living with.
Right.
It's important.
It's important. No, it's fine. One of the things I would suggest to everyone is that they obviously have smoke detectors and CO2 detectors. Now, a lot of people have smoke but not CO2, and as you stated, it can build up and it's odorless, so you don't even know it's there.
Yes.
We have our people, when they walk into a home, we detect the home immediately and have to leave sometimes and call the utility company because the buildup is so great, it's unsafe.
Yes.
You know. Now, they shut your gas down.
Yes.
Okay, and started working on your gas, and they worked very well with us. It was a nice relationship with the utility company
right.
and us. And then you got your plumber over there who worked on your other gas leaks, and
Yes.
you know. But many people would be surprised how many problems they have in their house. But safety first. That's one of the big things, you know.
Rudy, what I was so impressed about you and your crew was that not only did you do the job or attempt to do the job, because we had to stop.
Yeah.
You know, the guys are going to come back because when you have CO and you have gas, you have to stop things.
Right.
But what you guys did, not only were you saved the day, but you also, I saw you talking with my O&R gentleman that came out. In fact, I want to give him a shout out. His name, he was awesome.
He was very good.
He was awesome. His name was Mark Cohn. Or C-O-Y-N-E. Mark, if I said your name incorrectly, I apologize. From Orange and Rockland Utilities, I want to thank you. The Holmes family wants to thank you. Gospel and the Arts wants to thank you. And definitely Energy Management Solutions wants to thank you. Now, what you don't know is after you guys left, because you had another appointment,
right.
Mark actually stayed a little longer, and then when my plumber came, he actually showed him where the leaks were. And then he had him do the same thing. But had your company not come, I would have been stranded by myself. I couldn't imagine if I would have had to deal with that without having experts and people with experience to walk me through it. So I really do thank you. And,
thank you.
And all I can do to connect people to you, I'm going to do all I can because this is important.
Thank you. Let me tell you another program that's very effective that people aren't aware of. Con Ed has a program right here in Westchester within a particular target zone where churches can get free lighting. Save free lighting and save 50 to 70% of their lighting bill. And there are just a lot of people aren't taking advantage of it because they're not aware of it. So I suggest every church call you to see if they're in the target zone.
My gosh.
You know?
Now, you'll know whether or not they're in the target zone?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So
you can call us and we'll tell you immediately if they're in the target zone.
Okay.
And then inform them how they can take advantage of the program. It's no obligation. It's very one-page application. It's very simple.
So, now, is this something they have to pay for, or did they already pay for it in their bill for the most part?
See, what happens with utility companies, they go for rate increases, and this particular program is a part of their rate increase.
Okay.
So it's not like it's free. Someone had to pay for it because there's really nothing for free.
Sure.
But they should take advantage of it because they have already paid for it. You know, another plan I want to talk to you about, the state has a matching fund program, and people aren't aware of this. They can get $5,000 grant that they don't have to pay back to help turn their house green. And this could help in particular situations, even with inefficient boilers, hot water heaters, you know, bad windows. There's a new insulation primarily, you know, and they can get grant money. And our company even has a finance program where they can come in and do this really no money down and take advantage of this and pay it over time through their savings.
Okay, now, see, I need to say this. Some people are sitting at home saying, this is too good to be true. First thing I would say to anyone who thinks it's too good to be true, what I would say to you is that you just haven't been privy to the good stuff. You hear about it. Now, you came by the house. I just have to say it again, how important this was. I have a 9-year-old son. I have a lovely wife. I have friends that come over. And for me to understand just how dangerous my house was, that now it's not dangerous like it was. I'm waiting for you guys to come back so I can see what else you can affect, because you already told me about how I'm going to be able to save money instantly just by you changing out the bulbs and by you doing those other things.
Let me tell you how convinced I am the savings are really there.
Okay.
Our company has a program where we go after groups, and church groups are a primary focus of ours, where we're able to go in and we do all of this for no money up front. We'll go in and change the bulbs, put smoke detectors, CO2 detectors, shower heads. We'll check, pressurize the house, check all of this stuff, right?
Yes.
And for no money down, and out of their savings, they'll pay us monthly. Okay, and they'll end up having a positive cash flow once we treat their house, because we're going to save them, you know, $125 or more, 150, maybe more sometimes, and only charge them $75 a month. So they'll actually, that's how convinced I am that the technology saves money. We're willing to put our, you know, money where our mouth is.
Rudy Scott, Energy Management Solutions. You are putting your money up but front. You've also partnered with the state, NYSERDA, I believe it was you told me about.
Yes.
So you know all these. Listen, time gets away from us already.
Yes.
I have about 2.5 minutes. Okay. I want to give you a minute and a half right now. Say what you need to say to these folks. Okay.
What I'd like to say is focus on health and safety. Make sure your house has smoke detectors, has CO2 detectors. If you have children, make sure you're worried about the toxic materials in your cleaning fluids. Make sure you put in little things into the outlets so they can't stick their fingers in, or metal objects. There are a lot of things you can do today. And again, our company, Energy Management Solutions, are willing to come in and be able to go through your whole house and do a full test with like a 13, 14-page printout showing you every aspect of your house. We also show you what grants are available, show you how to take advantage of the tax credits and all of the other things, so you have a very fast payback. But I can tell you, in today's economy, with the fuel oils constantly going up and the utility rates going up, that it's mandatory that you do something. Again, health and safety first, and then obviously saving money. And these are real dollars. That's why I've been able to get investors, because I don't have that type of money, but investors to be able to go in and do this and create win-win situations.
Okay. That's Rudy Scott, once again, Energy Management Solutions. Listen, you have impacted myself and my family. I am going to commit some foot time, all right? If you want me to reach out to the churches here in Westchester, I will do it. I used to work at the Sandmatch right in White Plains, so I'll probably know many of the pastors anyway, or at least some of the people in those churches. Get in touch with me, once again, at gospelinthearts.com. You know how to get in touch with me. 877-459-8463. I will be the one. I'll be the go-between to get the churches, the ones that are on the grid, that we can get that taken care of. Also, we want to say Beverly Cox. She was on our show twice. She won this year's McDonald's Gospel Fest female vocalist, 2nd year in 3 years. Also, Victoria Lockhart, the Kingdom Woman. She was on the show 2 years. She was just ordained just last week. She is now the elder evangelist, Victoria Kingdom Woman Lockhart, as well as my son who was on the show. He just had his first paying gig.
Oh, boy.
He designed the shirts for the kindergarten in his old school, 125 shirts. He did a great job. God is in the gifts, and the gifts are in us. Rudy Scott, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Get to us. We'll get it to him. We love you. Vinnie Holmes with Gospel in the Arts. Take it easy.